Oh, cool.
Check, check.
And
welcome to church.
We're fucking here. Where's your mama? Where's your mama?
Damn.
Tell your mama we're live.
Welcome.
Tell her.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's
Day.
To all the
American
mommies.
Mother's Day. Tomorrow, you know, Feliz Dia de las Madres. a todas las
Feliz
mujeres del
Dia.
mundo.
Happy
right.
Mother's
Boom.
Day to the single dads out there
That's
holding
right.
it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
fucking
Guys,
hate. I fucking hate when
already.
they.
Here
I
we
hate
go.
when they do that shit.
Yeah, I'm like, already. Hold on. I'm
And
gonna.
me
happy
make this-
Mother's Day to every dude with a mangina whose
Right,
ego.
yeah, yo,
Get the fuck out the
Happy
way.
Mother's
No.
Day, Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck that fool. Hey,
That's a whole
That fool
lot of-
celebrates Father's Day, too. I
that
bet.
fool was speaking down on California like, yo, bitch ass don't live here.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Anyway,
Like most of them do.
hey,
Yo,
Yep.
Exactly.
I know people like that.
don't Texas my California.
Damn.
I don't even think these muffins are gonna make it to the end of the episode by the looks of it.
I'm wondering if I am. Because
That's-
those RSO bites is about to, you know?
I don't know.
Javi's been eyeballing them this whole time.
How y'all?
Javi, why
and I
you
don't-
even bullshitting
I
though,
don't-
son?
Shout
I
out
don't
to the
even-
Most Highs.
Most Highs.
Take a bite.
Yo, so
fly, son.
if you're on the Instagram, you want to go to the YouTube so you can see shit that we're gonna pull up and play. We're gonna be playing some music. We got Poka One in the house.
Poka
So
One.
yeah, let's jump right into it.
What's up, Poka?
Did you wake up to breakfast in bed?
No, actually,
Did you have a blunt rolled at least?
honestly,
I'm working
yo, I had girls' night last night. I'm surprised I'm not hungover. I couldn't do that to you.
Did you guys pregame pretty hard for
yeah.
Mama's Day?
Yes. Oh, thank you. Yes,
For
I've been
you.
receiving my flowers
And
all week.
for
Homie's
you.
been giving me weed. You know, I did get my flowers last night from
Nice.
Pawz. Yes.
Okay, all right.
Dope.
'Cause I was gonna say,
He's doing good. He's doing real good. He's doing real good. I'll let
The
y'all
rating
know.
system is in effect.
Yeah.
He got he earned his brownie points.
Yeah, I'll let y'all know when he's fucking up. Y'all troll him. No, I'm just kidding.
yo, bro.
We're experts in that here, so you just, you know, you step to the woo.
Yeah.
We
I
got
know. But one of the things I was wondering, I was like, I wonder what's Pawz gonna try to find out about mines. Like, where
You know what? Actually,
you. We actually have a video.
yeah.
Play the video.
Let's pull
now.
that.
Play the
let's
video.
Pull that video up.
I believe it. Okay.
Adelante con las imágenes.
I think with that,
Now we
like,
good.
with that, you know, dudes gotta put themselves aside at least for a fucking day, no matter how tremendous the ego might be. Like, yo,
Oh, of course, and that's why. And that's one thing. Like, as both of us as artists, he totally understands when I have something going on. I,
Yeah.
understand when he has something going on. Last time when he was right here doing something for Underground Hip Hop Blog, I came with one eye on, one eyeliner wing.
Yeah.
I came in a mess, but here he
She
was.
said I came in half wing.
Yeah, I came in half wing.
Unstable landing, but we
Yeah, no, he's-
right
For real,
here.
one sock, and I was like, he's here though.
I've seen him show
Let's go.
nothing but support for you. So that's really dope. Shout out to him too.
Yeah.
He's literally out there right now, keeping the kids distracted while mommy's in here putting in work. So
And that's
Shout out to
that's real
Monzon.
parenting.
yes.
That's real
Definitely.
parenting.
No?
I'd be out
So
there.
if you go outside and one of them's crying and the other one's all scraped up, and
Let's go outside
It's a
and shoot
normal
a video.
day.
You
It's
know?
a normal day. In the
But that's a
life.
good thing.
Oh, yeah.
Kids are gonna be
Dear
kids.
old dad.
but dad lets us do it. But dad lets us do it.
Dad
then they
told
get
me
more
it was
hurt for
okay
me.
to
I want-
come with
I
off the
want a
top
tattoo.
rope.
No, but daddy has them.
Yeah.
How come I can't get one?
Yeah.
For real.
So before you were blessed and became a mother, and you were doing hip hop shit, what was the beginning of it? Was it like, yo?
Honestly,
it was graph. Was it?
yeah, it was graph.
Dope.
Not like to get too much details, but it definitely was graph. I definitely do come from a hip hop family, so even shout out to my mom straight up, because when I'm here, my brothers, they're hip hop artists, and I grew up around them b-boying and freestyling. I was always that little kid, just like, let me in, my little windbreakers. So they'll let me, bust a couple head spins, put a helmet on me.
That's
Yeah,
Let's tag
And
your
then
ass.
one day, I'll never forget this. One day, they walked in. I was like, everyone, they're teenagers. They're like 18, 17. They went, did their thing. But the vibe's still there. So I'm dancing. I'm trying to get my footwork. And I put on the helmet, and I do a head spin. I take it off. I'm about maybe like 8 years old, 7 years old. And I do a head spin, and my brother walks in.
No,
and he's
shit.
like, oh! But my neck, I wasn't on my head. I was like on my neck like this, like spinning.
Oh, fuck.
Whoa.
Damn, that's nuts.
Damn near paralyzed yourself
Yeah,
in the name of hip hop. Like,
Yeah, but I
But,
thought
but
it was
high
cool.
key, the pose was sick.
but you
Right.
should have seen it. You should have seen it.
Yeah, my
That's
brother, he
dope.
just came and just pointed like, what?
Hey, moments of glory like that are worth it though.
Yeah, that's
It
what-
never
For sure.
happened again.
Even more worth it. Shit.
Damn.
At least you had an audience though. You feel
But
me?
yeah. But so that's how it started, just as a kid and stuff. And then, but coming in my teenage years, well, I grew up in like foster home system, and so when I came back with my family, like same shit was going on. Only my brothers were adults now. They're doing shows. They're urban underground days. Like they're all up in that.
Oh, that's
and
dope.
I still came up. Let me in. They're like, you're not even 21 yet. You can't even get in the bar. Like this is. I was like, all
Just
right.
lie for me, fam.
Right.
Like,
For real.
Exactly, yeah. I was writing there like 15. Like, wait till they come back from their show. I got some bars for them.
Yeah. Oh,
hell yeah.
Nice.
That's lit.
Yeah,
Hell
I remember I would show my homies, my homie Edward from Weapons of the Masses. Shout out to him. He knows he's a dinosaur, but I would show him shit when I was like 15. And no, this is why I love him, because it's either there or it's not. And this is
yeah. He was.
a young me coming to him.
He was just like,
Yeah.
nah.
He's like, nah. I think I said something about mentioning like God, why, or like something. I said something about like looking up at God or something like that, and I killed it for him. He was like, nah. Like,
yeah. I mean, you know what? I think.
Keep that God shit out of that.
yeah,
book,
keep
right?
that God shit out.
Yeah.
Not gonna get it.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? How's it
No,
going, bro?
peace to everybody who does their thing, but
It's good that
Somebody came in.
you did have.
real young too, real young. If they didn't like it, they would tell me, hey, yo, nah, that's not it.
It's good that you have people there, brothers and other people to kind of like help you progress and guide you. Like, yo,
Yeah.
Awesome, real
maybe
shit.
try this. Like, you know what? You're really good at that. Like, but I like this. It's good to have at least somebody there, because for a lot of us, you go out into the world doing hip hop, and your critics are literally the other writers, the other MCs, the other DJs, or whatever, and you kind of get baptized by fire.
That's that LA shit for sure. Though.
Yeah, you get thrown to the wolves like immediately. But
Oh, definitely.
But I didn't know that your brothers were actively doing stuff. What's your
Yeah.
brothers' names?
Yeah.
Well, okay,
Yeah,
shout out
shout
to
'em
my
out.
brothers.
Shout 'em
Yeah.
out.
Okay, well, my big brother, the older brother, his name's Keeps. And yeah, he's with Weapons of the Masses, like again, so shout out to them. They pretty much helped put me on, well, not help, but just like mold. I've been around that, so it helped mold me as an MC. And my other brother, Medic, he's fucking dope, and I really think he's a very underrated artist. He's really fucking dope, and just their two perspectives, like they're both like hustlers, but like one of them had more of that like grimy street rap style, then like my other brother had more of that like life's lessons, like like Tupac's story, like shit like that, and me in the middle, like sometimes it was funny because like they would be, when they were like real active in music, they would bang their tracks like they were in competition. Like two brothers in competition. Like I've never seen like any MC bump heads like like two own brothers. And I'll be like, nah, Rena, which one do you like? You like this track or you like that track?
Damn, so you had to be the judge.
damn.
It was
I
damn.
can't, dude, because straight up.
So every morning you
That's
woke
a
up
war
to,
in the fucking house.
yeah, you
though,
woke up
like-
to a rap battle every morning.
And I went to
damn.
sleep to the same loops playing
Oh,
over
shit.
and over and over and over. Man, I was like, I'm surprised I finished high school, yo.
Do you think
Got diplomas.
you think that helped you though? Hearing those beats and kind of like as far as the timing and the flow, because it's hard to be around people like that and not be influenced too much.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
So-
true.
Because you're like, well, my brother raps like this, so I'm gonna kind of pattern myself after that. It's
Or was
kind
you
of
just rapping your own way the whole time you heard these loops?
I
like-
was rapping kind of my own way, and then I did kind of notice I would try like new things, and then I recently showed a track to my brother a few months ago, and he was like, "You sound like our other brother," because I have another brother, Thudi, who
Damn.
and he's not
Oh,
even
shit.
he's not even like an
the
artist.
Wayans.
Yeah,
It's
he
the
don't
Wayans.
try to be
The Wayans.
exactly. There's more.
More? I was like, hold on, there's already two.
Yeah, and
Another-
he's he is an MC, but he's not out there. He doesn't like he puts stuff out there. He has a sound. He just does it for fun though.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
honestly, he's the most consistent out of all of us. This was dropping freestyles. Like, yeah, Lito does. What up, Thudi? Yeah, and yeah, shout out to my mom for making us all.
Once
Hey.
again, shout out to the moms.
Yes.
No, straight
yes.
up. I mean, you said Mom's was hip hop already, though, and this kind of showing in the fact that all of her kids
Yeah.
are
Yes,
like
when I was
doing
little,
music.
she
Like,
would be,
That was
yeah,
dope.
she
That's
would
tight.
hear me. She would hear me be like, "I know I can be what I want to be," and she'll be
that's
like,
fire.
"Nah." She came to me and she was like, she taught me the hip hop, the hip,
Oh,
the hippie, the
nice.
hip hop. She taught me my first.
Let me show you
rap.
where it came from. Let me
Yeah,
show you where
yeah.
it
She
came
was like, man, rap. This was in the, like when I heard the very first rap song, and you weren't even.
Yeah. Did she? I asked this question. I think it was Valentine's Day, and I I was asking like, yo, what song do you think was playing when your mom and pops made you, right? That was the question for the day. That was the question for the day then.
Man, I know, man, rest in peace, my daddy. If I know him, it was probably, you dropped the bomb on me.
Some
You
gaps.
dropped yeah, and it's
Nice.
funny, too, because he was always like, this is my favorite song, this is my favorite song, Gap Band, you dropped the bomb on me. And now that I think about it, as a dog, I'm like, this fool was talking about the bag, homie. This fool was getting the good stuff. You dropped the bomb on me?
Yeah.
I
mean, that's what all the music was really about. So yeah, facts.
Facts.
White lines, you know what I mean?
Exactly. I was like, and we were chilling
Get hired, baby.
at this family member's house, and that was the party house.
Oh, everybody had
Ah,
that.
motherfucker. No,
Damn. Everybody had that family.
Oh,
member.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's where the kids got to do whatever the fuck they wanted.
Nah, you know
The
how I
good
felt
times.
growing up? I felt like, what's that movie? Menace to Society, and this dad's like, Kane, and he's all just little, trying to just like,
Damn.
All fucking
trying to
stuck.
sneak out, and what's up that look about?
So was it
I'm just kidding.
was it freestyling or was it writing for you first?
Honestly, it was writing. It was writing, and honestly, I say writing because, like I said, I was with my family, until like about like 7, 8 years old before I was kidnapped by the United States government. I'd hate to sound like Dr. Fu, but that's what happened.
We'll get into that in a second.
And so, so it was writing that really got for me, that I had nothing to express myself. I didn't have a voice, so all I had was a pen and a paper, and I just would write letters I'll never send out, letters I never have sent out,
That's dope, though. That's a great coping mechanism.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And it did definitely help me in my teenage years, because I ended up in my last group home facility I was in was a level 14 called Harborview in Long Beach, and it actually hooked me up with a cool connection. Her name was Layla Steinberg, and if you guys know who that is, that was like Tupac's first manager.
I think I've seen her in a documentary.
Yeah, and he used to live with her and shit, and she would do a workshop in prisons and all the prisons, and she would her last stop would do like for the kids.
Yeah.
She'd come in and fuck with us and would have a poetry week, and I'd win that shit like every week.
That's
I was like,
dope,
cool.
yo.
And when I got out, I kept in touch with her, and they were all trying to egg me on to go out to. It sounds really like unbelievable, but to Deaf Poetry Jam out there in New York, and I was like I was 16, 17 years old. I wasn't thinking about, I was taking nothing serious at that time. I was like, I just got out, I'm trying to, what's up, y'all, like.
Trying to do some
I'm trying to smoke.
drugs.
Yeah, exactly, where the weed, I didn't
But they
smoke
seeing
it.
something.
Exactly,
though.
and all my friends were like, go, come on, we're gonna go. And I'm like, you guys don't even write, you guys aren't poets, like, you guys are just gonna go? That's cool. And they went, and I was like, oh shit. I
Yeah,
could
you
have
did-
fucking went and did something, and
Those be the moments.
Yeah.
man, so many doors. It's all right though. It's all right.
Yeah, but you still being around, eventually, there's a chance that it can go full circle, and they're like,
for sure.
run into you somewhere, come across it, like, wait, who? And, that's what she used. Oh, let me see who that is. Okay, yeah, and then they reach out, like, yo, I still got opportunities. Like, are you still
yeah.
doing it?
As is, shit, Deaf Poetry, that shit had ended like, what, 3 years in?
I wasn't really big on it. I remember it was a big deal.
I mean, first couple seasons were fire, yeah, but I mean, like, I don't
Was that-
know how deep.
Was that like Mum's the Word and all them?
I think, did Mums do it?
I have no
I mean,
idea.
shit, rest in peace, Mums.
Yeah,
yeah,
rest in
he
peace.
he passed last year, didn't he? Like,
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
But a lot of
Mums
a
was
lot
dope
of
though. I remember when I would watch Oz, I'd be like, damn, this fool's going in. You know what I mean? But it was a dude in the wheelchair a lot of the times that they would have as like the poet, but Mums was actually a poet. You remember when Homeboy was on Chappelle's show?
Chappelle show.
Which one was that?
He was in the Mad Real World. Okay, yeah, see,
I'm gonna go back and watch that.
fact.
You stabbed me.
But
Your dad stabbed
no,
me.
see, she knows. Yo, that's what I'm talking
Why you
about.
shouldn't have been looking at me like that.
Oh man,
Man, I could. Man, we
all
Definitely
day.
go watch
Yeah.
that.
See, that's the cool thing. Reenacting Chappelle, we won't get flagged, but if we play Chappelle,
Yeah, fuck.
it's over.
Oh,
wrap.
yeah.
Do you wanna go back into the incident, like how you were kidnapped?
Yeah, like
how you were.
Oh, yeah. I would love to spread that awareness. Cause okay, let me start with this. I'm a Native American. My mom's a Native American tribe's woman. We did not know this, so there's different laws. and some things I didn't even know until like being older. Like one, if your parent is an enrolled tribeswoman or father or whatever, the United States, Children's Services, whatever state you're in, cannot remove the child from that parent. It's not your system. Different system.
Yeah.
And there was a big case about it too, like in the early 2000s, where they took this little girl from a family in Utah and brought her out here to a foster family in California, and they got heat for that. They got heat for that. So it turns so I'm in second grade, and they call my name, Lorena, come to the principal's office. But what threw me off is they called my brother with me to the principal's office, and that never happens because no one ever picked us up early from school. No doctor's appointments during school, nothing. Like school was to go.
Get the fuck out.
Exactly. And so when we go to the office and there's some lady there, some big lady, a social worker, and she's like, "Oh, hi, like you're coming with me." I'm like, "Hold on, who are you?" Like,
what? You're coming with me.
And she's like, "We're gonna go to a restaurant. Like, come on, we'll talk over a burrito. I don't want your fucking food, I want to go back to class." Like, I was in second grade taking fourth grade classes,
Nice.
So,
dope.
and so. Just being kids though, my brother, he was like, what?
Burrito?
Yeah.
Burrito?
Let's go.
What kind of burrito?
It's free.
No, we didn't know any better, but I
course
just had
not,
an attitude the whole time. So school comes out, we got taken out of school. We're with this lady who's apparently a social worker. School comes out, we don't come home. Mind you this, my mom has worked for the Department of Social Service for over 20 years. What? She helps people, families with food stamps, with resources, with,
Makes this story even crazier.
Crazier, right?
That's crazy.
And so 4 o'clock comes, no child should be at school after 4. That, you know that after 4, like, what? Hello, where are my children? And she goes to my grandma like, where's Lorena? Where's Studi? And like, they're gonna call the school. They called the school. A social worker came and picked them up. What? She was like, I'm at work. I work for the department. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, exactly.
We were long gone. I was already in like Claymore or something. Where they take me? They took us to San Bernardino. Turns out I had a half aunt or something. Like, my dad had a half sister that I've never heard of, never met. We ended up there. She's a Wicked Witch of the West.
So wait, it was
weird, That's what I'm saying. There was no real valid reason. I swear, not to this day. I don't have maybe somebody called.
Well,
that's all it takes though. One anonymous caller, anybody.
That's happened to me several times with my son.
Bro.
Well, the system is set up in a way where
for them to come and get you, okay, and not go arrest per se your moms.
Exactly. My mom kept her job.
That's where it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And how does that not reach the system and the people she works for?
And the social worker that they handed us the case to, he was, it was his first year in America. He had just came from Cuba, and he got his social worker degree in like 6 months.
What?
Paid for that shit.
Oh yeah, he was and it was in a rock band. He would like come to my school. He'd go to my mom's like, April, I had your case. Like, it was just, dude, he fucked the whole case up. My mom finished everything, and he lost the case because it was his first case. She had to do everything again. And during this whole time, I'm growing up. I'm getting older. I ain't taking this shit no more. I'm beating up little kids. Not little kids, but little kids my age.
Kids your age are
exactly,
getting it.
Like I ended up in juvenile hall when I was 12 because I beat up my foster brother for stealing $20 that my mom gave me. And that's yes.
Hey,
and that's how I ended up in juvenile hall. And from there, just it's a fucking.
It's a system.
They keep you trapped in there. And 6 months turns into a year to 2-3 years. I got out at fucking 17, from 8 to 17.
So
whoa,
they got you at 8 years old. You went to a foster home. From the foster home, you went to juvenile hall.
I went to like my aunt to a foster home, to a group home, back to just.
How I mean, this is honestly, you want to know?
Shit's like
you want to
know?
Yo, trip out on
Shit's
this.
like a fucking wave.
I was a check child.
Yeah, you want to exactly. So what they do is your aunt and her grimy ass dude were like, yo, let's do this. So and so has kids, a lot of them. Let's go ahead and grab 2 or 3 of them. And change.
They put us on their taxes the
it's
first
a real
month.
and the system is like, oh well, sorry, we figured it out later.
Yeah,
and then it's what it is. It's
and one cannot like pursue legal action
to go back and be like, yo, you fucking ruined my life over this shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
the more you try to bite, they're gonna bite fucking back. That's just what it is. And it's crazy because the actual good families, like my mom was fine. I never knew of anything crazy until I was in the system. But you know what I mean. And there's
for her to-
That
families
must have
out
been
there.
heartbreaking for your mom, though, yo.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yes, it
but for
was.
for
Yes,
her to
it
have that
was.
job in the system for 20 years, she was obviously responsible.
Oh yes, they tried to make her lose her job, but
Oh, that's crazy.
she would take lunch breaks and like she would like, yo, I would like sneak, and she worked out the one on Grand in downtown LA. So to have to go to the SGV to do all her classes.
So
and stuff.
somebody filed the case in SGV?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, we
Motherfuckers.
were out there in Bassett, and so that's where we grew up.
Word.
Yeah,
Damn,
And
yo,
from
that's
there-
fucking whack, man.
yeah.
But that's
From there,
basically-
been everywhere.
But basically, that's the scam. It's like
It's a scam.
Yeah, because they're gonna see. And
So
this-
in the end, basically, where you ended up in those places was kind of telltale of who the fuck was trying to
Yeah,
pull the whole
it-
bullshit, because they probably the ones who filed the
yes,
bullshit.
yeah, it was the aunt.
get you
I
there.
promise you. I promise you, it was the aunt and a dude that sat there and were like,
Oh no, my aunt. I don't call her my aunt, but no, she set me up in the worst way because I wanted to leave her house. I wanted to leave her house. She
Yeah.
tried to adopt my brother. She tried to, and I
she
wasn't
sunk the
having
claws
it.
in deeper. Like,
Oh no,
What the
her
fuck?
husband. When I left,
yeah,
her husband seen her for what she was and like left her or whatever. It's crazy, but she just because I requested to transfer out of her house, she made this crazy story up. She would say that she would wake up and I would be standing there with knives watching her.
fuck?
the fucking
yeah.
imagination.
And shit, Damien right over the.
She was
fucking nuts.
Exactly,
like, yo, she's the omen, help me. Like,
Yeah, no, but
the ring.
Here's another part of the story that people forget or they skip over is first they got to make you look like you would do that. Juvenile hall.
And since then,
Juvenile
I've been crazy. I was gonna-
You know what I'm saying? And then
that's all it takes.
That's all it takes is one person to ruin your fucking life, you guys. This is why privacy is fucking key. This is why I don't be posting,
Certain
every
shit,
little
yeah.
thing I do.
It's hard to be an artist when you have a sense of privacy.
And then it's hard to have a sense of humor.
Sheesh.
Even as going back to being a mother, having a sense of, I have a dark sense of humor. Like they say the weirdest shit at the wrongest time.
Hey,
Hey, but
hey.
that's you though. That's what makes
Yeah.
you. At the end of the day, you're gonna have to be you, regardless.
Yes.
But you got a sense of humor. That's a lot more than a lot of motherfuckers can say.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of motherfuckers out there that rap that got no sense of humor. And
You cannot be an MC and not
and-
have a sense of humor.
no, you
Yo.
can't. Yeah, I see it all the time.
Oh,
Yo.
But I
I
feel
hate corny, oh no.
well, we were talking about it before you got here. We were saying that I guess there was a dude that got an album review on an underground hip hop blog and didn't like the results, didn't like the outcome, and sat there and wrote an entire response.
fucking
Scroll up.
thesis, basically, in
Yeah.
retort
Yeah, and
to this fucking
but that
fuckery.
that dude sounds like he cannot take a joke at all. Has no self-awareness, no nothing. But we were talking about this last time too. How with house shoes, how like hip hop kind of lost its sense of humor too.
Yup,
I was
for
saying,
real.
there was
Yup.
certain. That's why like I'm trying to think of a good example of something recent where the song my son played it. I don't know who the fuck it is. It might have been like a TikTok video, but it was a song, and it was like a dude he's like, I'm gonna get some tacos, then some nachos, and it was just like the whole song was just like about food and hitting different food spots or whatever it
Yeah.
was.
But
Yeah.
that shit'll blow
But it
up.
was dope because it wasn't I'm gonna shoot this, kill this, sell that, drive this, fuck this.
And you
snort
know what's
that.
fucked up is that it always looks like it's always shit done in parody, right? But yet there's like entire ass people out here with catalogs of music where they talk about shit that is not the average subject matter, right? And they get looked at like you fucking weirdos until somebody does it in parody, though,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's until you clown or
That's-
until you
that's
come
when we-
as like you were clowning about the subject matter, then it's like, okay, it's acceptable. But if you're literally like doing, say, social commentary, it's like, fuck out of here.
Yeah. I don't want to hear that
I
shit.
think it's just because we're so cynical as a society now, yo. Like,
Do you feel like you incorporate some of that dark sense of humor into your writing?
Definitely. And sometimes people do come up to me and be like, "Oh, I caught like how you said," or just
What are some of the favorites? Not to cut you off.
I just recently did a track and I showed one of my homies last night, and he was, and I say something just like something simple like "Be kind, rewind." Like what did it make you think of "Be Kind, Rewind"? The movie with Jack Black and Most Def, right? It makes me think about that. You know what I mean? Like,
The timing that he had.
yeah, exactly. And just weird shit. I don't know. And I'm not good at examples, man.
How hard is
Lots
it?
of
How hard is it to try to remember all the stuff you write? Because you said you were writing letters at one time, and I'm sure at the same time writing poems and probably writing stories and who knows.
They're probably writing rhymes at the same time, right?
Yeah,
Like
without
just
knowing it.
lines and lines, like.
I remember I was like, I was young and like one of the first raps. I remember the first line. I was little.
Yes, I
It
was
would
gonna
be
ask that too.
I was like, I'm like a Rice Krispie. I snack, crackle, and pop.
Yeah.
24 inches when I ride down the block. I'm just like, I'm on the bike and shit, like, you know. Like,
That's fire. That's fire.
Yeah,
But
right.
yeah, exactly. Hey, where'd your name come from?
Poka, it goes back to graffiti. I was just writing Poka. Just people like put it back to like, oh, you're Native American, Pocahontas, this and that. But when I started emceeing, they're like, oh,
That's what I was just thinking. Like, man, people are
you
so,
see that? It's a stereotype.
people are fucking extra, yo. Anyway,
No, I'm just kidding. And then when I started emceeing, I was like, okay. Should I change my graph name? I want to keep the name Poka because everyone knows me like Poka now. Like all the, you know.
What if it's polka dots?
It is polka dots originally.
There it is.
So some people know me as like
Poke a
my
hole
girl
in that
Jax.
ass. Poke a hole in that ass.
Poka.
Fuck around.
Poke no fucker.
Yeah.
lay you down.
And so
Wow.
I was like, what if I just add an acronym to it? Like, you know, I seen MCs were doing that.
P?
And, OKA, and I was like, okay, well, what does hip hop mean to me? Like, what am I putting into this? Passion for what? Opportunity. Where'd that come from? Knowledge. What is all that? Aspirations.
Hey.
Dope.
Yeah, she did it. She said,
That was that moment. That was the moment where it was
Yeah.
like,
nah, that's fire though.
And then I was like, cool, I don't have to change anything. Like, I could come into the scene like, oh, like, you know what?
Hey, but salute for saying knowledge instead of using the K for creativity and getting ignorant.
yeah.
Oh, no.
With the rap stuff. With the
Salute
hippity
right
hop
there.
Corny
stuff.
with a K.
Yo, no, that's another thing.
That's dope.
That's fire.
We had Raw Digga on here, and like one of the biggest ones is with female MCs. I don't even like saying that because like we were talking about just being able to rap, and because that's thrown out there and put on them so easy, a lot of times they feel like they have to, instead of just doing shit. There are females that rap that feel like, well, you don't respect me because of this, and this, and it's just like, yo, I haven't heard anything from you yet.
Yes.
Like, why does that have to do anything?
Off top.
You know, I understand, like, you know, the misogyny and, like, you know, yes, it's more male dominated, whatever the fuck you want to call it, attribute it to, but just rap better or just,
And that's why I love Raw Digga. Shout out to her. Happy Mother's Day. But I actually listened to the whole thing too. And I met her before actually. And she says the same thing. And that's why, she's a real one. Keep your pen game. Get better. That's all.
Yeah.
I was like, do you have any words for me? Get better.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Get better.
Hell
I was
yeah.
like, cool, thank you.
That's dope.
And I met her, I was at Venice Beach one day, and this was after like the passing of Sean P. So Sister Asia,
Rest in
she
peace,
had,
Sean P.
yes, rest in peace. She had a gathering out there, and Raw Digga came out. It wasn't a show, it was more of a gathering. There wasn't even like proper lighting, you know, Raw's fucking rapping in the dark and shit. But it was a beautiful gathering for Sean P. Not too many people there at all, so whoever was there, I'm sure was like somebody from somewhere,
Yeah.
you know.
Somebody's friend.
Yeah,
Somebody's
his,
close.
a few of his people that he knew were out here from New York, and I was like, we gotta go to this.
Yeah.
And I went, and I'm so glad I did, because I met Roger, and I like how she said on the podcast with you, wait, what did she say? how you were saying like the female thing, like
It shouldn't really, to me, like, honestly, like, it became well, she's just, yeah, but like Rhapsody.
or the femc, or
Yo, that title is so corny. That
Yo.
goes back to the creative with the cave. It's
Yeah.
just like, I get
That one's wild to me because it's just like, yo, why is the distinction even necessary? Fuck, when Lauren came out, right? When Rod Digga came out, like,
Yeah.
I mean, some people sleep. People didn't really hear Queen Pen like that, but Queen Pen was crazy.
Yeah, she was
You
dope.
know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of dope females. I remember there was this one chick, very super slept on, Halix C. Armageddon.
that's a long name.
whoa.
Yo,
She's
Yo.
got to be dope.
yo, she was wild. She was wild. She did shit with Arsonist.
All right.
Okay, dope.
Yeah, there's a dope ass joint she's got with Arsonist that says "I don't want to be an MC." That shit is worth looking up.
Damn.
Yo, I'm not
Like,
gonna
and she was
lie.
wild tight.
What was the name again?
Helix C Armageddon.
Helix C.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why, like,
You know, I mean, and no, but after a while, she went by Helix C.
That's
know?
better, yeah.
yeah. It's a
You know, but
little
when I
easier.
first heard her, you know, I mean, shit, everybody got some kind of fantastical fucking name at some
in the
point.
beginning, yeah.
You know what I mean? Or it's one of your nicknames, you know what I mean? Like,
For real.
you got to blame fucking Wu-Tang Forever for that, you
Oh,
know?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but now back to the Digga thing. She was actually one of my inspirations to keep doing shows when I was pregnant. If y'all remember in 2019,
I saw
I
the,
was pregnant as fuck.
she took a breath, too, to remember that
Yes.
shit. Like,
Yo, you rap with a fucking baby strapped to you.
Yo.
Oh,
It's
man.
like elbowing
Damn.
you in the bladder.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Try it. Go ahead. I'll wait.
Yeah, after my baby shower, we had a show at Characters, and that was cool too. After that, I was like having Braxton Hicks. I I was in
yeah.
the parking lot, just like, oh.
Fucking dying. I'm dying for rap. You
Yeah.
ungrateful sons of bitches.
Greg
Like, y'all don't
actually
understand
told me-
this shit.
Yeah.
Like,
and
Fucking
Greg
buy a
actually
CD.
told me, he's like, you trying to have this baby on stage. I was like, hopefully,
That'd be
man.
dope.
That'd be
pop out in the.
Don't be back.
it'd be a good start for her.
Fire,
For
man.
real.
But yeah,
That's
that
beautiful,
was
though,
cool.
man. That's beautiful.
Yeah, and those were some of the best shows of my life, because the last show I did pregnant, I wasn't even on the lineup, but Mons was opening up for Benny the Butcher at the Tiki Bar, and you know I had to get on that, and I'm all big. I'm like,
It's fire. It's
that
fire.
one and the last one, I was 8.5 months. That was Characters for Razzcast. That was ill too. Yeah, I think that was the one after like I went to the back and everyone's like, "You're good, you're good." But LA Cool pulled up a chair for me to put my feet up. I was like, respect. I
That's
love him.
dope.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
So just
dope.
to have
That's
the
dope.
community just like, "You good, Poka? You good? This and that. You need anything? Water? Is this?" I'm like, "I'm good, thank you." So everybody, shout out to everybody in 2019 who seen me at a show and showing me some love.
Hell yeah.
Dope.
Hell yeah.
I feel like it doesn't take away from a real man to be like, you know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
That's real gentleman shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I love hearing stories like that. man.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
Or to even
Chivalry's not dead.
give a woman props on whatever it is she does. It doesn't take away from you as a man. It shouldn't,
Facts.
unless you got baby nuts. But
Damn.
do you see any of the hip hop in your kids, as far as like, without directly influencing them? Do you see like, oh, okay, I see him doing little characters and letters and
Yes, my son, he did be doing letters and stuff. He's all into like his weird monster stuff. But I have noticed him getting more into the music himself. He'll show me like weird, like he likes those YouTube gamers, and they'll have like songs in the background. He's
Okay.
like, "Mommy, I like this song, I like this song." I'm like, "Oh, this is a new little rap song. Who's this kid?" But it has like a positive message, and he'll be like right there, like lip singing the song, and he'll
That's
do
dope.
it for like an hour straight. I watched you 3 times. Mommy, again, okay, and like I'm just like trying to like, yeah. That's the fourth time I seen this. Like,
kids
but-
be
but
on you with the
you
devices.
have to keep your
My
eyes
God.
on them, and so
Yeah,
I
for
do.
sure.
I just show him the biggest smile, like, yeah, that's right, that's my guy. Hype him up.
Yeah.
Tight.
My daughter, on the other hand, she just turned 2.
she was like,
Okay, check this out. Like I said, I was doing them shows.
He's doing spins already?
I was doing shows with her the whole time, so it was quiet during the day. The music start? She was used to being up 2 a.m., 1 a.m., So when she was born, she's a baby, she'll be quiet. She was sleeping all day. It's 12 a.m. You want to get up and you want to party, you want to scream. She's bouncing in her crib. I'm like, why is my child like this? And I was thinking, you know what? I was out there in those shows, at them bars, the whole
true.
and she wants
Very.
to party.
Oh,
Just
shit.
give them a sense of timing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes
Hey, but she
sense.
loves music though. She starts dancing.
And they listen to all that when they're in the womb. They
Oh, yeah.
hear all that.
Let's get into the song that you sent.
Oh, word.
What's the name of the song?
This one is called Like Trees, and this is a promotional track produced by Pete Rock. It's one of his beats. It's just, a little flex right here.
Dope.
And it's just you?
Yes, it is. And shout out to my boy Ricky C.
Did you do a chorus? Like did you
Yes,
write
I
a
did.
hook? Okay, dope.
Of course.
Because
Yeah,
we'll
she
get into
made a
the-
whole last song.
Yeah, we'll get into this afterwards too, because I think we talked about it a little bit with
Just
our last
rapping and
with our
rapping.
with our last guest.
My blunt is so sad.
Girl, you had to been talking. Don't worry about it. I get
Poka
it.
One.
Yeah, new golden era. Take it for granted, appreciated by few. They can handle your shade and will lean on you too. How many of them you think truly overstand the depths of our descent? Is connected through the land, neglected from the time you merely were a seed. The bottom of the food chain on which our others feed. Buried in the dirt but survived on your own. You weather each storm as you sway to and fro. Continue to stand steady after ripping through your torso. And more so after growing old. Exterior becomes firm with each and every year another ring. What no accolades earn, man, you get chopped, rolled or burned. Press the heat to your head. Seasons change, leaves shed, dreams appear to be dead. Soiled by nature, focus on the core. We coming back in the spring, big and better than before. Every baby bird, there's an ancestor reborn. Yeah, yeah. I said we coming in the spring, big and better than before. Yeah, yeah. When roots stay grounded, mighty trees stand. Yeah, yeah. When roots stay grounded, mighty trees stand. Yeah, yeah. Only when you're down, you can rise up from the ashes. The pieces of your life you release up during this past moon. You become the company you keep, don't pick the bad fruit. When life gets gruesome, perform acts of valor. I'm so interstellar, I'm so above and below. I'm so Penn and Teller, a dose of magic, helter skelter. Journey of the mind, goddess of the vine. They trapped you inside the illusions of time. Holding my soul and fire in my eyes. When the sun sets to rest, you'll meet your demise. Surrender to the night, decapitating prey on sight. Where do you stand when it comes time to fight? Where do you stand when it comes time to fight? For thousands of years the culture lives and it thrives. The rules of the game are necessary to survive. No matter the cycle, wherever the lands. When your roots stay grounded, mighty trees stand. Yeah, yeah. I said when roots stay grounded, mighty trees stand. Yeah, yeah. Poka One, 2021. Torture layer music. Yeah. Mighty trees stand. Mighty trees stand. Yeah, yeah.
Shows mics on? Yo, yeah, that was dope. So, is that how you started? Like, I'm gonna take beats from whoever and like I'm just gonna fucking rap.
Yo,
fucking do some
yo,
shit.
Ronza got a great question,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah.
That's a great question.
I can't see.
Runzik said, "Would you date a guy that walked up to you and just started rapping?" She might have already.
Hey.
He's outside with kids.
Something like
Shitty
that.
45, you're on.
Yeah. Is that how did you meet Mons?
You want to know how I met Monzio? It's a funny fucking story. So, like I said, I'm fresh out of group home, and I'm not Poka at the time. This was before I was Poka. Everybody used to call me Dreamer.
Okay.
La Dreamer. Oh shit.
Okay.
So I used to wear my brother's big ass Pendleton shorts and t-shirts and shit.
Oh, whoa.
I had no friends. I just had some weed, and I'll walk around these apartments that my mom just moved in and just like look for, I seen a group of these dudes with skateboards at the apartment park, and they're rapping and shit, and I'm like, cool.
Hell yeah.
Not to be like that, but I walked my ass over there in my big ass Pendleton shorts, and I was like, what's up, fools? Y'all smoke weed?
Damn. You wanna smoke some
And I
weed?
realized it was the dude that I had seen earlier on the skateboard. He was rolling a joint, and him and his friend, I'm walking down the street to the bus stop, and they're looking at me like this. His homie puts his head down, but Mons kept looking. I was like, okay, that's the one. And so I seen him later that day rapping in the park. I was like, oh, what's up with the freestyles? And he just kind of, and we started freestyling and shit. And I spit something. I was like, okay, cool. This is the start of something cool. I was like, okay, I found a little smoking, a little smoking
partner,
group.
yeah, little buddy, yeah.
But not just, this is before I even liked them and shit. But cool, found some people to smoke with, some kids to smoke with. So they're all skaters too, so I'm trying to hang with them. And I'm thinking about who do I want to be? I'm out of a group home. I don't know who the fuck I am. Look at, I'm wearing some fucking big ass fucking brother shorts. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, who am I? Who do I want to be? I'm still in high school. I'm like, I want to be one of those cool chicks, just, hangs around with, like skateboarders, just free, smoking weed, listening to reggae,
Yeah.
And I met Mons.
And there you go.
And I brought out some things in him too, like that I didn't see before. Mr. Grammy side, I brought that shit out. And I was gonna.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Nah, but
That's fire,
and then the
yo.
next time I seen him, so this is how we officially like it became a thing. Like I see him again, like, hey, what's up, fool? You want smoke? I got these cigarettes and half a Ford Loco. I was that chick. I was the original Fools Gone Wild chick. Like I swear, I was oh man.
Higher the sock, down to the chick.
I would come to his door.
Higher the shorts.
I got like half a cigarettes and half a Four Locos. You trying to chill, bust some raps and shit?
He was probably like, fuck,
He was
I'm not
sad
ready for
that
all
day.
that.
No,
I'm not ready for all.
He was sad that day, and there was like 3 chicks there, and so I'm thinking, oh, these chicks are for this homie, because this homie, like, you know, like I think of him like as a player. This dude be pulling out, like, you know, trying to act like it's all these chicks. These chicks are obviously here for him. They were there for Mons.
Oh, okay.
Turns out one of them is like one of like and so I didn't know
don't
this.
wanna get into it
no,
too
no, no.
much, but
I
yeah.
didn't know this. I didn't know this. So I'm just me. I sit down. I sit next to Mons, put my arm around him. What's up, fool? Hey, you look sad. You better not be crying over no bitch.
And she was right
And he
there.
was trying to get back with this girl. It didn't happen. I just
That's
Poke a hole in that ass.
Yo,
Poke a hole.
that was fire though.
Poke him in the
I
eye.
hope you ain't sad over no bitch.
I put my arm around him and said, I never done that to anybody.
Did she ever say anything? Or did you didn't know, you said, but did she
I
ever
didn't
say
know.
anything?
I don't know. They probably talked on the phone about it, and she probably was like, "What the fuck?" But I didn't know.
Who's that bitch? He got
Right?
that one. He got that one.
Probably.
That's pretty lit.
How
though.
long has it been? How
That's
long
pretty
has it been?
lit.
It's been 10 years, yo.
Wow.
Fuck yeah.
10 years, and it's been an adventure. Hell of a ride. We have fun.
Yeah, shout out to Mons.
Hell yeah! Shout out to
Shout
Pawz.
out to Pawz.
Definitely, yo. Hell yeah, that's fire. That's
So
fire.
going back-
Hey, well, there you go, Rodzik. It can happen to you, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
For sure.
walk
Yeah.
up and rap to that girl.
Walk up and rap to her. Honestly, too, I even love it more so when females do it to me, because I'm 2 of my closest homegirls aren't even MCs. Shout out to my girl Heather. We were out there last night at the B-side. Like her, okay. I was at a show at Characters. It was a Unity Project show, of course, and I get off stage, and I'm talking with my girl May, and she's like, "Oh, meet my sister." And she don't even tell me her name. She just starts spitting bars at me. She just comes at me with like, "Hey, yo, you trying to battle me? You want to go?" And we just like, I didn't even make it all the way off. So we just stand there and connect. We're standing there for about 2 hours. Nobody around us, and the room was filled, and we're just back and forth, and it was beautiful. And that's my girl.
I didn't even know she rapped.
Exactly, and we're gonna make a track one day, yo.
That's dope.
Exactly. You didn't even know she rapped.
What?
She's fucking fire freestyle.
That's dope.
Exactly.
See, we need more of that, where it's like
And
somebody
you know what's trippy?
who has
no
right.
female. Okay, the female C. Sorry, but none of y'all done that. I know about, but no one comes to me rapping and shit. Like I mean,
Yeah.
oh no, I'm lying. Who I freestyle with? I don't know. I remember who I freestyle with. Stephanie Soul. Shout out to her. Happy Mother's Day, mama. And she's a singer.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Shout
Yeah,
out
she's
to-
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the same way. Yeah, I went to a show out there one time, and we were out there. Me and Mom stayed out there all night just with them, and we are just, you know, she playing her guitar, we're freestyling. That was tight. But yeah, not too many women freestyle with me, and I'm not saying like, oh, I freestyle. I'm on point with the free. It's just that I like to, and we're
It's
here.
just
We're
the back.
here.
It's just the back and forth.
Yeah,
The exchange of ideas, perspectives, like
we're
all that.
wrapping it up right now.
Yeah,
you
It's
know?
like a good conversation.
Yeah.
Like you said, be careful what you ask for.
Wait, who start rapping?
Rodzik, because he's the one who had asked about if you walk up rapping.
Oh no! Don't come up rapping at me, homie. Not
Slow your roll.
That reminds me of recently some girl was like, yeah, then he threw on his music to try to impress me and like,
Oh, that's a different thing. No,
Yeah,
that's a different story.
yeah, it's like,
don't
why did that
show me-
motherfucker do that?
No, on a date, okay. Don't ever you try to impress a girl. Don't show her your music, dog.
there you go.
Yo.
Don't
Take notes.
Don't
Take notes.
fucking do it.
Let her find
Yo.
out. Let her find
Take
out
notes.
about you. Let her find out
Yeah.
about you.
Hey.
Let her find out about you. So
Don't
promote
start by hitting play on the mixtape. Play like, let me play song number 3 for you real quick.
You know that's me, right?
You want to go back to my apartment
that's-
and listen to my Fish albums?
Whoa, fish.
Damn.
You all ready to find a way to get out the whip and shit? Like, do I tuck and roll? Like, fuck. Yeah.
So earlier you mentioned a solo album. You got a title for the album?
Yes, I do officially, and I'm going to be calling it Sky Woman.
So,
Sky Woman, hell
Yes.
yeah.
Sky woman.
what inspired that title?
A book I'm reading called Braiding Sweetgrass.
Say it again.
Braiding Sweetgrass.
Braiding
Braiding
sweetgrass.
And sweetgrass is one of the sacred grass, one of the sacred herbs and plants that we have that we consider.
But braiding sweetgrass is
one
the
of the
book.
original, yes. And Sky Women, okay, you have Adam and Eve, and I guess it's Eve, like it's a similar story to Eve, but it's like the native story, like Sky
okay.
Woman, like
That's dope.
same story, but how our land became Turtle Island, from the mud.
Word.
And she was dancing, doing her jingle dance, giving thanks to the land with seeds in her hand and spreading them, and the mud spreads, and that's what became Turtle Island. And that book has already changed my life. You don't even know. I was reading it, and it's a professor who wrote it. I forgot her name at the moment, but I just started reading it. And I literally I put the book down, and I called my grandma. Grandma, I need you to do something for me. I need you to write down all the awesome words your way. What words? Any words you could think of. Any word. I know little words of my language. Little words. It's kind of like Spanglish. I know,
Right.
like native English,
Yeah.
People-ish. And so, I was like, can you just do that for me? Because it said in the book, it was a professor talking about, okay, in these tribes, in our tribes and stuff, these languages are dying out. And this particular tribe, there was 9 language speakers in the world, 9 before the language, and all of them are in wheelchairs, all of them are in their 80s, 90s. And he said, teach your children the language, no matter how much you know. Just teach them it any way you can. You can Google that shit, well, not really, but you can try to get what you can.
It'll get mixed up and muddy.
Yeah,
exactly. But
definitely.
you can get what you can. Like there's workshops on Instagram. There's plenty of workshops you could get into and stuff. And just to learn, like certain dialogue, and it's dying out. And said, do it because if our languages and our cultures die out, if we don't teach our children, the white man wins. They win. Colonialism wins. They win. All that.
Yeah, wipe out the language.
Are you gonna let them win?
They can't communicate amongst each other, and they got to speak the language that we taught them, so we know everything they're saying.
And you lose all meaning.
Going back to hip hop has a coded language basically.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff that is said in the street, using
Exactly.
analogies. That's why for me it was listening to, being from the West Coast. It was the drug dealer rap, the gangster rap, this and that.
Yep.
But then there was always that gangster rapper that said it in a way, and I knew what he meant, but he didn't say it directly.
And that was
And I
when you were like, damn.
got it, because my uncle says that, and okay, I got it now. So that's why I always kind of leaned, in the beginning was that, and then I started to lean to where like, I want you to say it without saying it, make it sound cool, however, whatever. And I would rather, when I became an MC, I was like, I'd rather do that than a direct, And
Right. Yeah.
Not only that, but I think it captivates people's attention.
Well, it just depends, man. It's all audience, man.
Yeah, a perspective again.
It's all audience. Some audiences are gonna be like, ooh, and they want to hear it that way.
Yeah.
It's a thin line with an audience.
Yeah.
Thin line.
Well, shit, such as art, right?
Yeah.
It's all very subjective, like.
So with that said, I'm pretty sure that there's like been people like, yo, we could do so much with you if you just changed this and you just did that, and why don't you do what she's doing? How often do you get that? I mean, you seem like the type that'll shut it down fucking right away.
No, yeah, and I am, and sometimes I forget that. Like, I'm not saying I don't ever not doubt myself. Sometimes I'll be like, yo, maybe I should switch it up. And like with the track you just heard, which it will be available on all platforms May 28th. That's when I'm gonna be dropping everything for sure.
Sky Woman.
Yes, and what was I saying? Sorry, I just
No, you were saying how I was talking about writing and being clever and this and that, and women that are doing it, they're successful doing it a different way, and then they're like, hey, why don't you do what she's doing?
Exactly. And then I was like, I'm gonna do this track the way I hear it in my head. And I did it the way I hear it in my head, and I was like, why don't I just do every track like that? Because usually, like, I'm real aggressive, and I'm just like, and I was like, let me chill. I recorded that shit sitting down, just like this, like, and I was so comfortable, and it just came out so natural. I did it, and that's what it brought me back to what I was saying. What I like, what Rodiga said. I can't be looking at other females, especially the ones that I can't relate to an artist like Cardi B or someone in the club shaking their ass. These single ladies who are just like, you know what I mean, like, or like not single lady, but I mean like.
But I know what you mean. Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
You know how she was like, oh, I'm looking at Queen Latifah, MC Lyte.
Yeah, that's not your competition.
Exactly. That's exactly. If there's any.
If there is any.
I was kidding. No, I love. But it's all fun, you know, it gotta be. And speaking of competition, another question I get too is me and Mons being artists and being together, is there competition?
Of course there is.
Of course there is, but it's not competition as in like, oh, like it's real. It's just, you just can't help being MCs, okay, like oh, that was dope. Okay, well, I got something dope too. Check this out. Yeah. And then, okay, well, I got something even doper. Okay, well, I got, you know, and it's just, we go back and forth, and then we snap out of it. It's like, oh, before it gets real. Hold on. Hey, okay, baby, you dope.
Yeah.
And sometimes he inspires me to just like, okay, I noticed you tried something different. Let me try something different that I've been thinking about trying.
That's dope.
Yeah. And it works out.
Yeah, like you said, just kind of sitting down, more relaxed. I seen a friend of mine, shout out to DJ Flip. He was my first manager. I met a bunch of people through him. Like, he saw in me what I didn't really see.
Whoa.
Where you trying to go, Javi? Because they're processing the request, Google Maps. Like, you want to get out of here? No. Is that what you're saying? No, I'm fucking with you. No, I'm fucking around. To the top, baby. That's where we want to go, right?
Exactly, to the top.
So going back to what I was saying, the competition, all that, and having people kind of try to pit you against people. It is a competitive thing in hip hop, and you guys inspire each other back and forth. Husband and wife, the kind of duo, right? And then you have these moments where you're like, fuck, it's about to get real. It can go to the next level or whatever. But is there a time when you're like, all right, fuck, I need to just do this. I want to do something different, like you said, but I want to put everything I have into it and risk it and take a chance. Yeah. Because the comfort zone, I mean, it's great, but
it's not it.
No, it's not.
No.
So like with Flip. So Flip, we came a long way, like 10 plus years, whatever it is, like 12. And he's like, yo, I noticed you changed your voice on shit. And it's my instrument.
Yeah.
So if I'm singing a certain song, why wouldn't I play it lower?
Yeah.
Or higher, right?
Yeah.
Faster. So learning that as an artist, that's where you move past the threshold of, yo, I could rap and I'd be rapping and rap.
Yeah.
Like, you move beyond that to where you're like, okay, let me make art now. I know how to hold the brush. I know how much paint to use. I know the direction of the strokes. Now let me paint what I want. Right. So is that what you're doing on Sky Woman?
Exactly. That's exactly what.
So what are some of the titles that are on the album? Because from that, you can kind of hopefully get a grasp of what the song might be.
Exactly. Yeah, well, I'm going to have my track Something Else on there, which is actually on YouTube. If you listen to that, I'm talking about...
You think we could get away with playing that, Mondo? Something Else. It's on YouTube. We might get flagged, but either way, go on.
Okay, yeah. So tracks like that, and that's like another, like, I guess, like, political, like, talking about, like, Native... culture, how we've been overlooked for way too long.
Right.
I got that one. My joint, Roll 'Em Up, which everyone likes.
Is that the one that, like, the most universal, where everybody likes it?
It's a weed song, so who's not rolling them up?
Dope.
Roll 'em up. Let's
Going
go.
back to, this is it, Something Else right here.
Yeah,
we'll play this and we'll talk about it in a second.
Okay.
Stand strong. We've been overlooked for way too long. Stand one, stand strong. Raped, enslaved, and beaten, treated as never needed. They try to delete us, the Spanish Europeans. May the ancient native spirits rise, burning sage, chanting praise. History resides in my brown eyes. My blood type, Pima Maricopa. Love from Alaska to Arizona. Shout out North and South Dakota. Navajo to Toronto. All that we built with these hands, united we stand through war-torn lands where angels fear to treat. Murder in the name of God's gonna agree, no trial, no plea. This is the last generation of a dying breed. We are the last people of the land, let us free. No politics and poetry, just a dose of magic and a beat. It's up to us as kings and queens to fertilize our seeds to the culture to which one's deemed indigenous America. Yo, we've been overlooked for way too long. Stand one, stand strong. We've been overlooked for way too long. Stand one, stand strong. What you see is height you hit, and what we bleed is all that's red. But all they see that's not their skin is what they fear and disrespect. What we cannot overstand is not what we can't overcome. But through distractions, let me tell you this, yo, they're coming for your guns. Wounded Knee, Sand Creek, the Sioux Wars, and the Battle of the Little Bighorn in 1492. Columbus sailed the sea. In 1521, they colonized our people of the sun. By 1875, the river's running dry. Uncle Sam is ready for war, shed red for white. It's 2020, sad to think not much has changed. Little white man in a big chair playing schoolyard games. Still no justice for the children, we're ungrateful to the land. Religion divides the people, the whole system is a scam. Fist up if you're mad. We're raw just grains of sand. I said we're raw just grains of sand, molded into man. We've been overlooked for way too long. Stand one, stand strong. We've been overlooked for way too long. Stand one, stand strong. America.
That fucking hectic shit, because that shit happened literally.
Well, let's talk about
But-
it.
yeah.
Mike's alive. So look,
Oh,
let's
word.
get into
Oh,
that
hot mic.
because people love that type of shit.
Okay.
It can't be positive and yo learn your roots and all that other good shit.
Yeah.
No. They want like
It's real shit though, cause like I said, I don't know the case, I don't know the drama, I don't give a fuck, I don't know the people involved personally.
Yeah.
And the one I do know, what I just met, and we had a track coming out literally a week before that happened. Or a week
yeah,
after,
you didn't know what
or-
was under
yeah.
the surface. Like yo, I'm doing music.
Yeah, and so I
Straight
was
up.
like, wait, what? Hold on, wait, what? You see the video? What? Hold on, wait, what? Do you know who you're working with?
No,
Oh,
females. You got to specify. So females came at you like,
I don't know.
do you know what he did? And like, yo, I'm not saying that he did anything. Like, I would have done it totally
That was a
different.
wild
let
video.
me leave it there. I would have done something totally different on both ends. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But
Yeah, that shouldn't happen.
so, but to have women, and I kind of commend them because they jumped to another woman's defense.
Oh, definitely.
But
definitely.
they
I
did it
would've.
prematurely too, because a lot of them didn't know, like, yo, that's money shit.
Yeah.
And it's taken away from his kids because this asshole taught you how to steal people for money.
Damn.
I mean, money from people. You know what I'm saying? It's
kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's, you know,
Difference. You're taking food off the table.
That's
Yeah.
what it was. And like, but it's okay because she's a woman. So chicks got at you like, yo, you know you're working with that guy and this and this. And we felt I had Bonnie Blue booked like right after that happened. During. And for whatever reason, I'm not attributing it to that, but she wasn't able to make it to the show. So it was like, all right, cool. Well, look, if women are going to boycott, LA rapping ass women are going to boycott my show, well, fuck, I got Rod Digger coming through. So like, yo, why?
Yeah.
You don't get it. Like, I'll highlight the people that I think are dope and good people.
Yeah, for
So,
Yeah.
but in his case, in Hectic's case specifically, like, I don't fuck with Destruct. And I know dude personally. So for me, it was like, all right, I'm going to get you back for what the fuck you said when my homie was gone, right?
Yep.
And also, like, I saw the video, and I was working with Hectic. Funny thing is, and I said it before, was I'm not going to talk bad about that dude no more.
Yeah.
So I saw, when Hectic rattled off the names of the features, he mentioned you, of course, because he was like, fuck yeah, I got this one, that one, this one. He said his name, and I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Because
That's gonna be a dope project. Like the artists he have on there, like
Yeah.
everyone is.
Yeah, fact.
That's why I said yes. Like to not,
yeah, and he's like, he's saying like, bro, I know I'm not gonna make a ton of money off of this, if any money, but I just want to bring dope people together. But but the word people, he forgot that people were fucked up. So with that said, you know, people did fucked up shit, whatever. Here we are. They tell you not to be a part of it. And you're like, yeah, but I'm going to do it. So who gives a fuck what that guy thinks? The dude,
like,
whether
we
he...
already did it. Like, you know, like...
We already did it.
He paid me money to... He was like, I have a track that I have a vision for. It's this beat. And I was like, okay, show me the beat. And he's a... You know, I looked at it as like, he's a paying customer. Like, he wants me to be... You know, like
he's commissioning art is what it is.
Yeah, I asked him, what are you looking for in the song? Like, what do you want the message to be about? And he told me, he was like, I want like a hip hop, you know, like a hip hop, like an ode to hip hop. And I was like, okay, well, I could put my little flavor in it, like how my little story, you know, like how I started, and just I did it. And it's like, you know, I made a custom, like what Tumex does. He makes custom songs, and you pay an artist to make you a custom songs. You tell them what you want, and you will get a song. Yeah. And I made a song. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Fuck him.
Said I'm sorry.
Fuck him, yo. But I'm
sorry, but not sorry.
I'm not gonna keep saying fuck him, but fuck the people that think like that as well, because yo, you're a part of something. Like, I've been involved in situations where, and we've had this happen with family, and you walk into a room, you have no idea what's going on. You just want to know where the fucking remote control is because you want to watch a movie, right? And you don't know that, you know,
such and such is about to fucking kill each other and all this other shit. Yeah.
You're oblivious. You're just like, yo, I'm just doing me. You know, and for people to make you feel like, well, why did you do this? Because now that means that you're on this side and that side, and it's like, yo, honestly, I'm on my side. I'm just doing my thing.
Yeah.
I'm getting paid, so I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Say
so,
la vie.
I mean, even with that though, like she said, she put her own spin on it because that's what it's supposed to be. I feel like that album with Hectic specifically is probably his documentary. Yeah. His better yet, his soundtrack. He's creating a soundtrack for like, yo, he's the composer, the Alan Silvestri. Like, yo, I'm gonna get that violin player. This, you know what I mean? That was what he did. And he wanted you to be a part of it, myself as well.
Just like anybody else making an album. Yo, I'm making my album. Hey, yo, Pawz, I want you on it. You know? I
mean, producing is producing. Right? And, you know, he's putting it together. That's what it comes down to. He's basically trying to compose, in my head, this is what a dope album sounds like. And whatever happens. It's all of y'all together. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's why he, you know, commissioned the artwork. So it's dope. The purpose is dope. The bullshit that happens as a result of some of those interactions, you know? Hopefully the project as a whole is fire. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So I just want to hear that.
So I did some shit that was going to be on there. Uh-huh. And it was called Hold On for obvious reasons. Yeah. Keep holding on. So I had bars in there. And it's funny. Funniest shit was, and this wasn't specifically a diss song to him because I wrote it before. Right. The most hilarious shit was that it all fit. I promise you. I have the original version, and the file is stamped the day I recorded it.
You fucked up and like prophesized the whole bullshit.
I guess. It was so stupid. I was like, fuck, why did I write that? Like, but at the same time, I kind of knew. So, but anyway, bringing it back home, doing that album, the way he put it all together, and you're putting this album together yourself. You're pretty much your own A&R. Yes. Possibly label where you're picking, I'm going to put this, I like this producer. I'm going to do a collab with that person. Is there anybody playing anything live, any features?
It's just me, yo.
Dope. As it should be, yeah.
Yes. You know what? I have one feature, and it's going to be that Fuckboy song I have with my girl Jax. Dope. From Union Down.
I see you guys promoting that.
Yes. So I'm going to throw that on there for sure. So.
Cool.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
So get into the title of that song.
Okay, I was
titles
just
are powerful.
About
I'm like, yo,
yeah. So when you hear
elaborate,
that, you think,
please break it down.
Oh my god, exactly. So me and Jax, we're both married women. We're both mothers, and we made a song called Fuckboy, and and you can go listen to that and see the video on YouTube. But we got a lot of stuff for that too. Like I showed it. Okay, so. For example, it was COVID, quarantine, so I didn't go to Thanksgiving dinner at my family's house, and my mom showed everybody the track, The guys were on one side, the
Whoa.
ladies were on the other side,
Whoa.
yelling at each other.
You wanna
I'm
see-
like,
you wanna
I'm
watch
not
me-
even there, and I'm still causing trouble.
You want to watch me ruin Thanksgiving?
Exactly. I'm not
You ever see
even
this?
there.
Yeah. So,
And
no,
so,
but that's good though.
yeah, and then they're like, "Oh, is this about moms?" No, it's just who said I never met a fuckboy?
Yeah.
You know?
No,
They're-
that's true.
Enough said. Yeah.
So
That being said, fuckboy.
this is it.
Yeah.
Colors, boy. Colors, boy.
Good Mother's Day song.
Recognize your colors, boy. Now I recognize your colors, boy.
No apologies, no apologies. The blindfold me from the colors has seen in you, has seen in you. The damage is done, and we just begun. Better now than down the road, down the road. Fuck what you heard, fuck what you thought, fuck what you heard, fuck what you thought. Oh, yeah.
When I was all alone, you out there frontin' like Pharrell, thinking you're God's gift to women when you put me through hell. Started recognizing patterns, used to reconcile. Man, if I did the shit that you did, yo, your head run wild. Church bells lead to broken windshields. When love fails, then oh well. If I walk away, tell me who's really taking it now. So fuck what you heard, yeah, fuck what you thought. What's real talk is the shit that you want. You said your word was your bond, so convinced that you got your head on strong. But in the end, you just a fuckboy, now your baby girl is gone. You should pray, don't play with pain unless you wanna get sprayed. Game recognized, game, you can't flex on me, I'm the bitch that slay. I embrace and maintain on my own lane. Now I know just how it goes. When you want a one way, when you want a one way, when you want a one way, when you want a one way,
On a one way.
No apologies, no apologies. The blindfold me from the colors as seen in you.
Broken Arrow.
The damage is done.
That's her homie. She just felt we needed a random guy in there.
It's like, damn, we need a girl for our video.
Yeah. Yo, that's a fact.
Ran away, now the monsters are gone, and I'm feeling so strong. No one can shake me, no one can take me now. Down to the ground. Yes, I've been there before, and I ain't going back now. Down to the ground. Yes, I've been there before, and I ain't going back. I ain't going back for you. Oh, no apology. No apology.
Let's talk about the video.
Yeah.
So the crazy shit is, like we said, it's chicks. It's all chicks. And then you're like, damn, they probably needed a dude, like I said.
Yeah.
On the male side, a lot of times, depending on who you are, and if you're not willing to pay, you know what I mean, to have chicks in there, like, how was that to have that dude like, yo, we fucking need somebody in here to play the guy we're talking about, but don't put him in there for too long, because then he's gonna look like this, and that's how they're gonna know him out there. Was it hard to
well,
get somebody in the video?
That was Jax's homie, like her personal homie, and he was down to do it.
He's like,
so,
fuck, I'm down.
Yeah, he was like, so we're like, what's that? So when I met him, I was like, oh, what's up? Or so you're a fuckboy for today. and it was funny when we were doing the video, like he was there, and you seen the video. It was a vibe. We had drinks and stuff, and that's her homie. So she was just like, she was just calling up. She's like, Oscar, drinks. And so like she
fuck.
had him running around like a little.
Yo,
Wow.
so
Wow.
what made you want to put cards in there? Because you're playing a game. Or
yeah.
he's playing a game.
Well,
Or it was
we're
just
playing
it was just a
yeah, it's a girls' night, you know, like I wanted the theme to kind of be like, okay, like let's like act like like we just put the hit out, like it's celebration time.
Hit out.
Welcome to LA, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Those elephant frogs.
Fuck.
But no, the video was directed and shot by Crazy Race.
Shout out to Crazy
Yes,
Race.
Race. Shout
and
out
Shay
Race.
at the B-side show. So shout out to them and thank you for providing the space and everything. And the car was Jax's uncle, Jerry. So shout out to him. Thank you again for letting us use your car.
Hell yeah.
Do you have you got more videos that are coming off the album, different songs?
Yes, definitely. I just wanted to add to that video came out maybe like February, I believe. And since then, I've lost 25 pounds and chopped my hair off. Thank you very much.
Well, they'll see that in the new video. Did you already film them and you haven't put them out?
No, not yet.
So you're
but,
looking to film different videos?
Yeah. Right now, I'm actually looking at a few locations right now. I have a few in mind, but I'm just organizing everything right now. My album's actually in the process of being mixed and mastered right now along.
Who's doing that? Who's doing that work?
Big Baby L Records. Shout out to Ricky C. That's my boy right there. He's doing everything great. He actually mastered the track that we played earlier.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah, my promotional track,
Yeah.
Like Trees.
Dope.
That'll be coming out on May 28th. So,
Dope. How many songs total?
I think I have 9.
That's a good amount.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much all you with the exception of Jax. Shout out to
Exactly.
Jax.
Yeah.
So it might be 10. Yeah, so it might be 10. 10.
Dope.
10.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Bonus
I mean,
cut. A bonus
yes,
cut.
Yes.
That's why like back then the albums, it was dope because maybe that was like the best song on there.
Yeah,
You're like,
exactly.
if that's what the next album's gonna sound like,
Yeah.
I'm excited for that one.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's dope because you're
An introduction to a new
you're
sound.
you're inspired by other stuff. Yeah, exactly. So that's dope. It's good to have a good wide range too. So we appreciate you coming by and showing a bunch of different styles, different things, your
course,
influences,
Hell yeah.
your origin, all that, the whole
Hell
background.
yeah.
So you got any more shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, shout out Torture Layer Records. That's me and Mon's Army. So follow Torture Layer Records on Instagram and keep up with Gruesome Twosome. It's going to be coming out this summer. And once that happens, you already know the Hellhounds are out.
So Gruesome Twosome is the group. The album is done.
Yes.
Shout out to Mons once again. Yeah, that's dope. So let's hear that combo in the future. We'll have Mons on so I can hear that.
Yeah, that's right.
That'll be a good
Talk
one.
about that.
That'll be a good one.
All right, well, shit. We're out of here.
Thank you again.
Shout out to
the
Mo-
Unity Project.
Yeah, rest in peace, Rec. Shout out
sir.
to Mood Trays. Shout out to the Most Highs.
Definitely.
And, shout out to you guys for tuning in. Happy Mother's Day once again to all
Happy
the moms out
Mother's
there.
Day.
to the moms.
Yes.
For sure.
We love